Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. I know you guys have been waiting all week for us, but here we are. We here. You better get that subscribe on and share this content out right now. But are you ready, Miss Kai?
I'm ready, Miss Maggie T.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it.
You are now tuned in to Champagne Confessions. You already know what that means. Tell all your people that this is the place to be. Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. Champagne Confessions is the podcast that will motivate you to become the best version of you. So why not have a sip with the ladies tonight? Because we are about to talk our ish. Let's get it, guys.
What's going on, Miss Kai? How are you doing? You're muted. You still muted. The music's still playing. Okay.
There we go.
There we go. How you doing today, Miss Kai?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hang in there, okay?
Well, I want to do something different. Then we'll get to our motivation. But I think I'm going to let everybody kind of get in a little bit, make sure we are broadcasting everywhere. I think today, especially with this being the end of Mental Health Week, month, very soon. For those that just today, hey ladies, hey ATL Leo, hello Oliver,
ATL Leo.
How y'all doing?
Hey y'all.
What we want to do is, I think we wanted to start it off with a little bit of silence and reflection, just a little bit of positive prayer. That's what I kind of want to, start our day off, our evening off. So if you're here in the chat, please share this out. But just want to say something to everybody that is going through something. One thing you got to understand, it is a day-to-day struggle. Sometimes you're good, sometimes you're not. Today, me and Kai, we're feeling it. And I just want to say that if you are spiritual, God has it for you. He's not going to put anything in front of you that you cannot handle. It might be tough, but there is a tunnel at the end, that you can get to that light. So you just got to stay focused, take a breather, but just don't give up. Don't give up. You will feel better. You got to take yourself away from everybody for a moment and just breathe for 15 minutes. Allow someone to gather themselves. And like I tell even my own child, don't take offense to it if that person is not really reactive to your conversation at the moment. You just need that peace. You got to give everybody some type of time to cope. And sometimes we react, we try to throw you solutions to something that you think that's what's going to solve it. Not everything is going to require, here's what you need to do, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. Sometimes they just need complete silence. They just need to unwind, because it's like,
and take it in, and like you said, breathe in. Yep.
Because you'll break down. And like you say, TL Lego, y'all, we're in your head. Today, this energy today is just like, we just need to, as mothers,
it's been tough.
It's been tough this week alone for me today. I'm trying not to break y'all, but I'm not going to let that get me. So we're going to keep moving, because this is therapy for us. And I'm glad you are here to watch us today. So just keep it in God's hand. It's going to be all right. All right, people. Just keep pushing. Hold on. Okay? It's happening to everybody. You're not alone. So, yeah. Better days are coming. And with that, we're gonna
Most
go
definitely.
our motivational. You already know who we are. We're Champagne Confessions. I'm so excited that you guys are here. We want to talk about a little bit of motivational boosting. You know, Miss Kai, she done found us some things to talk about. And I'm gonna put up this little picture here. Remember, you can't reach what's in front of you until you let go of what's behind you. Now, I like that because this one is going to go into what we're talking about today, and you'll know, the reason why we put that up. It'll make a lot of more sense later on in this episode. But Kai, what does that say to you, that quote?
I mean, if you continue to focus on you're continuing to look back, but at the same time, you're worried about your future. Well, it's like, don't worry about it. Just space, look at what's in front of you. Turn that head around, look towards the front instead of the back.
Yeah.
All of the time. Yeah. Because how can you see what's in front of you if you're looking back? That those words together are key. How can you see what's in front of you if you're continuously looking back?
Yeah. And I like that because it's like now you are missing that opportunity right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that resolution that you've been waiting on is right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there. You're just so busy concerned about what was. That's like your crutch. And you can't go past that hump.
Mm-hmm.
If you continually, just like Erykah Badu says, bag lady, you're gonna hurt your back. You're dragging all of that baggage, all of that. And it's gonna get a little deeper when we get into this, but how in the heck do you think you're gonna make it to your next destination if you still hope you're not releasing, you're not taking some of these bags off?
Yeah. And you know what, Maggie? A lot of people probably didn't even realize what she meant in that song. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like to somebody, just listening to that song saying, okay, bad lady, you just thinking of someone just carrying bags, walking down the street or something, you know what I mean? Getting on the bus, things like that. But no, it's messages behind these songs like that.
Gotta let it go. Let it go. That's what she said. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. And that's amen. So when you dragging all these bags and you're not releasing it, then you're adding on more baggage to it. Guess what? You're weighing down.
Mm-hmm. And you're broken down.
And you're stuck. And then you get to a point where there's no return because, like you said, you broke down. And some people don't get out of that. Some people don't come out of that mentally. They go into a breakdown and they're forever into that. Because they never wanted to.
In that space.
Move past. They're in that space. They didn't want to move past it. Traumatic things. We understand. We get it. So, but we're gonna go get into the next one because and y'all gonna hear my son in the background a few times because he is over there acting fool today. Little man. We want to talk about this hot topic though. And I sent the videos to you. But I don't know if you really watched them. I watched both shows, the part 1 and part 2.
Mm-hmm.
And in case nobody didn't hear about, because actually, I think last year or 2 years ago, me and Matt, Mike, K Styles, and a guest of ours, her name was A to B. She has a podcast called Mom First Always.
Mm-hmm.
Special guest. And we did a show about, y'all don't know who this is. I'm pretty sure you know by now because, everybody calling her the Bonnet Lady. But she's beautiful though, y'all. She is beautiful. But y'all know who Derrick Jaxn is. Well, his ex-wife is coming out. She was on, I think it's called, what is the podcast called? I'm sorry, let me get that quote right. I think it's called The Wives or something. Let me give it to y'all. Let me see. I'll give y'all the right quote, the name in a minute. I don't want to misquote this man's show. Y'all can find him on YouTube though. Here it goes. So
you got it. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. It's called the Dear Future Wife podcast, and you can find both, part 1 and part 2 on YouTube. And I watched it today. So what I'll do is behind it, I'll probably share it on our Facebook page. Go back and kind of, go back to what we're talking about. But yeah, go and check that out because, oh my God, Dear Future Wife, Wifey is the name of the podcast. He interviewed her. And oh my goodness, everybody was kind of pushing her off to be this. She lost her mind. Why she looking like that? That's the reason why he left. That type of really bashed this woman. Maybe a few people like myself looked into her eyes and was like, no, there's something wrong with her. Yes, she's sitting, because when he came out and I think he did this live thing where he was like, I'm going to clear my name of cheating rumors. Forced her to sit right next to him, holding his hand like everything is all good. And he's like, oh, I'm not cheating. We love each other. This and that and the other, because he's a relationship
guru, he said.
Yeah. So, he tells people how to have a great, successful relationship. But
he can't have one on his own.
He's not practicing what he's preaching.
Exactly.
So go ahead a little bit. What did you get from that podcast? And I'll get into what I heard too. Kai.
I mean, basically, she was speaking her truth. She was literally speaking her truth, just things that I didn't. I mean, of course I wouldn't know, and it just had you just like, well, for me, it was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like this, God, that was a lot. That was, she went to that extent, even with, she knew when she mentioned she knew the other females' bodies more than her own. She was studying because of what he liked. So she could be all of that for him. So he would just want her.
Yeah. And one thing that I got from the very beginning of her starting this conversation, what she did say is when she met Derrick, she was just like three months removed from a rape that happened to her.
Yeah.
She didn't take care of her trauma from that before moving into a relationship. And what I got from the conversation that she was having was sometimes manipulative people search for weak people, search for people they feel like, oh, let me make her feel beautiful, even though she's a beautiful young lady. But she said that it seems like he was more complimenting her appearance more than her inner side. Yes, oh, you're smart. Oh, but it was her physical attributes that he complimented more on. So of course that's, oh, thank you. She's feeling some type of way about it. Like, oh, when you're young and dumb, you don't know no better. This is fine man giving me compliments. And somebody's really, because she said she was a shy, she was a culture shock because it was an all black college. She had, went to, a white school, predominantly white school. So she wasn't even used to the culture, so somebody got a little popularity. I think he said he played football or something, played some type of sport or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wanted to model. So he used her. He was like, well, can you help me study and teach, teach me some things. And he saw it as, to me, it felt like he was seeing it as an opportunity to prey on the weak, if you will.
Yeah. And pray and mask who he really is. And like you said, you this relationship guru. Mm-hmm. So was that just a mask so you could really do what you needed to do?
Well, and that's what it was. It was like from the story, she was just like, yeah, it was just an open ticket for him to get.
Yeah.
Get it from a whole bunch of women. She even said that it was one time she was on the tour with him on one of the things. She was like, I need to be there, because it started to be where he's having inappropriate conversations with so-called business women and this like that. So she said, oh no, I need to be on tour with you. And these women are so open, and they just see this fine ass man. They're not caring about what he's saying. They just looking, trying to see how can I get close to him. And a lady sat on this man's lap, and he did nothing about it. Just, I guess, performing his seminar, whatever he do. But that was his gate to other women. That's all it was. It was just a mask. He's not helping people. He all his sympathy for women. They looking at him like, whoa, he's fine. I don't care what he do. I just want to be there, to look at him and see what I can get out of him.
Right. Exactly.
So at the same time, instead of lifting your wife up or girlfriend at the time, you're bringing her down, because
bringing her down from the beginning,
comparing herself to others, seeing sex videos of other women and viewing their body, and
so she could mimic or try to do that, be like that, or look like that. I mean, it was sad. It was sad.
Yeah, a secret outlet to his gift,
The whole story, like, it's just,
and he allowed it. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you guys go back there and watch the interview when we get done. Dear Future Wifey is what it's called. And it sounds like no trust. Now, my thing about it is, from her story, though, she knew it before they even got married. But when you're a person that's already been traumatized, and you kind of like, oh, it's not happening, I don't believe it, or now I got to do this to keep him. That's what she said. That's like, I had to do things to keep him, make him jealous, this type of the others. So it's like, it's both people involved in this situation caused that toxic thing, though. So it's like, she should have walked away when she said she was gone for those 6 months and stayed away. What he came in and did, he asked her mother for her hand in marriage. Say, oh, I'm serious about you. And she was like, I was just so excited about being married. It wasn't anything about I'm in love. I was just so happy about getting a ring. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, is what she was saying. We're so concerned about that paperwork. Oh, I'm married to him now.
Yep.
She was
thinking about her mental.
Her mental.
How it was gonna
her happiness
eventually drag her down. Well, it was already dragging her down.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was already dragging her down from the beginning. But, like you mentioned, where she came from, look at the state of mind she was in. She wasn't thinking. She just wanted, I don't know. It was just the thought and the reality of being with him, being on his arm, and like you said, not thinking about all of the things that came along with that.
Yeah, and and
it wasn't good.
Lego said she was looking for someone to heal her, where she should have, and that's gonna hit home, because that was me. I was in my relationship since high school. I was, high school sweetheart. Had children by him. He was, it was signs in high school that, but of course we're thinking, puppy love, you don't pay that attention. But it was ladies after him too, but I chased it behind him. I felt love, but this was also for me, just like her. Me and her can kind of relate, because I was also coming from a traumatic experience in my 9th grade year. where I was violated.
Yeah.
And then, like he said, you're looking for love in someone. You're looking for someone to heal you and make you feel better, but you're not healing yourself. So I walked myself through life, blinding out the red flags that I was seeing. And it's like, you know what? I just want my family together. I don't want to be that single mother. I love him. And I accepted a lot of things from this person. He cheated on me. You know, I ain't gonna go too deep into it, but there was another child conceived, almost conceived, during our relationship. So there was a lot of things. It took a last straw for me where I felt extremely embarrassed about a certain situation where that other person was brought down to their family function, and they calling me like, "Wait a minute, I thought y'all were together." It's like, oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
That was
bold.
That was my final straw. Him and his sister, me and his sister had a great relationship. She was like, "Wait a minute, I thought you were supposed to be down here." It's like, apparently, you know, I guess I wasn't supposed to be. So that was my last straw, being embarrassed about that. So I can definitely relate to people say, why you stick around when you're emotionally broke down, when you're mentally broke down, you'll just accept anything and everything because you're not yourself inside. So I took it. You know?
Anything to make you cope.
Anything to make you help you cope. Yeah, I started drinking. I started cigarettes. I did when it was my last straw, I picked up a lot more drugs and things like that. And I was like, oh, I ain't got no man. And now my mother and them saw something was wrong with me. They came and got my babies for that summer. They was like, let me come get them for the summer. Let me take them off your hands. But when I look back at it, it was like, because I was wilding them out. You know, I was starting to get a little too wild, and I'm partying every weekend. I'm literally, I was in the club every other day. Every other day, I'm in the club partying and hanging out and
just trying not to deal,
trying to just cope. And because I moved out to a certain area so we can be a family, but you left me there. You know, you left me hanging. And you cheated on me. So I was by myself. I was alone. I was like, well, party. F this, F that. I don't care no more. I don't care about my life. I'm just going to have a good time because I ain't got my life right.
Yeah.
But something in me snapped. It was like, it's when you start seeing them same faces. You start seeing them same people. Same exact thing. And they're going nowhere.
Yep.
It started getting old. I was like,
and it started to register. Yeah, same here. You know, that is you just trying to cope. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know how else to explain it. You know, you're just trying to cope until, like you said, something snaps, it clicks. You like, you know what? Now I'm starting to feel the effects of this, and I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I don't look like myself. I feel drained. You know, I'm not getting anything out of this.
You're not getting better.
You know, so at that point, that's when it's, you know, that's a wake up. Like you're now you see for yourself. You see what other people see, because you know other people from the outside can always see before we can. So yeah, you know, it has to click.
It does, you know, and we all it's I learned a lot from it because I realized I need to damn grow up. I need to raise my children. Thankfully, this was when there were babies. You know, they were babies then, though. This is when they was just, you know,
younger.
I don't even remember none of this. You know, they was little toddlers and things like that.
Yeah.
So, because I'm still a young mother. I mean, I had got pregnant right out of high school, so you can imagine.
Same here, yeah.
He's trying to have a social life, and I got kids now, and I can't no more. So it's like, well, I'm still young. I can still do what my mama go watch the kids, but I felt myself going down that wrong road. I cut smoking, well, cigarettes. I used to drink like liquor with no chaser, cups about this big, and poured it back because in my ancestry, I have heavy drinkers in my family, and of course, I have Irish blood. I did my ancestry and my DNA and everything. I have.
I got some. Yeah.
So I can take some stuff back, and it was becoming my coping mechanism. And honestly, alcohol is what killed my brother. Unfortunately, his birthday is coming up June 8th. Mine's June 4th. His death anniversary is June 8th. My birthday is June 4th. So because of him as well, because my father is bipolar and a heavy alcoholic, I knew I had to slow down because I was getting to the point where I was blacking out and not remembering, even though I was at home, comfortable, but I was putting myself in dangerous states where if I didn't get control of it, I probably would have been on the street somewhere. I'm not going to lie to you, so people,
I'm sure
you can't look at somebody and think that, oh, nothing wrong with them. They might not show it to you, but you got to understand that some people hide in silence.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want people to know what's going on with them.
Right.
But
I was one of those. So
yeah, you're silent.
Yep. Yep.
And we want to get in a little bit too. Speaking of, what we're kind of getting into. This one right here is kind of like, it's kind of in relation to.
But he's not. But Maggie, he's not helping the media move past it.
Yeah.
With his actions.
I agree. Media not allowing Chris Brown to move past his previous mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
But
we got to hold some accountability here.
You do. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Because it's like, yeah, people are trying to hold things against you. But what are you doing also to contribute to those conversations?
To people to move past with you. You know what I mean? So they're going to keep bringing it up because you are still doing the same thing in your actions. I mean, you're riling out, basically. Fights, argumentative, and which I will say it sounds like it's a cry for help, some kind of way. He's trying to cope too and he's dealing with some things. And I understand that. And I give him that. But at the same time, he is going to have to then realize from other people's point of views and perspectives, like, dude, look at your actions. Just chill out for a second. Chill out. Take a chill pill. Be quiet. Reflect. Look at your actions. Then you'll see that everybody's not against you. You're, like you said, contributing to it.
And not every situation requires a reaction either.
Exactly.
It's people that come into your life, media that comes into your life. They're provoking a reaction out of you. So you notice how you got those people around that we're gonna get into that. That's gonna poke you and poke you and poke you. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this so she show out. And then now you're looking like a lunatic.
Mm-hmm.
And it could simply be that you just never dealt with your inner anger issues. You never got over what happened, because like whatever happened between him and Rihanna, it was something serious for them to be going at each other like that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know all the story. All we know is just Chris Brown did it, and that's it. Okay,
yep.
But what about Rihanna though? It's two people that tangos in these situations. It's not always we hear it from, maybe because she came out beat up, but we also heard that she was, scrapping with them. So everybody want to take the man's side, the woman's side to everything. But me, I'm more biased to that, because it's like, it be women that sit there and poke the bear. If you never gonna do nothing, you not gonna do this. And then when they react, well, you caused that. But at the same time, also you take accountability for your own self. You know that she's trying you. You building up right about now. It's for anybody. This could be not even a relationship. When you know you got some anger issues and you about that borderline about to punch somebody, you need to go walk it off and cool down.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to, because I'm telling you, I was in this situation 2 years ago. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, where I was trying to pitch this restaurant, and it was a person that didn't like the person I was hanging out with. And y'all, trying to protect her and myself, I got to the point where I was seeing red in my face, in my
Oh,
vision.
wow. Mm-hmm.
I was thinking things I shouldn't be thinking. And I allowed someone's energy to get me to that point where I was like, I was willing to date. They got to call the cops on me, they will. I was at that point.
I know.
I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you don't give people that energy. That's what they want from you.
Right.
Stop entertaining everything with the reaction. Don't go.
Yeah, you don't have to respond. Yeah.
Because you're going to feel bad and, you're going to feel stupid. It's like, damn it.
Sometimes what you don't say speaks louder.
Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, I see what you're trying to do there.
But less is more.
Less is more. And you know what? I'm beyond that, baby. You're on something. You still on that childish level.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good over here. I'm fine. But of course, easier said than done now. Now I don't been there with some folks and hurt some feelings. And then I'll be like, God damn it, you shouldn't even said that, Maggie. But that's all right. You live and you learn. So we're everybody's a work in process. So everything ain't gonna be able to be avoidable. But try your best to avoid getting yourself in these situations. If this person is too toxic for you, sex ain't all that great. To keep somebody that's gonna keep getting you where y'all gotta fight and claw and make up and this is what y'all roller coaster is. There's no fun. There's no joy in that. What are you getting out of that?
This is what they're accustomed to.
A quick woo, thank you. And then you're back at it the next day. That is no way to live.
Yeah, that's it. And it's not fair to either party. You know what I mean? Like, that's not fair.
What's good, Will? The Georgia Reaper. What's good? And it said J-Rock TV said Mac Miller is an artist I still listen to till this day. Been listening to him since high school. He passed away years ago. Basically, in one of his songs, he predicted his death. He had a rough pass. So sometimes these songs y'all be hearing. That's why I listen to what my kids listen to. Because I'm gonna tell you that Billie Eilish, when my child had to go into the institute a little bit, she was listening to her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these songs, y'all got to listen to these songs. Some of these songs, they either predicting themselves or they're saying they're depressed, and it's a message in these songs.
Mm-hmm.
You think they're doing TikTok dances and they vibing to it. You got to listen to what these.
Listen to the words. Like I was saying with Erykah Badu's song, they're not, I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't even realize what she was talking about.
Yeah.
You have to. And I know I am personally a lot more lately.
So most of his song, he was low key crying for help. That's what I'm saying. So, like some people are putting out in their music, and then these people are no longer here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, money. You think money's gonna bring you happiness? No, it don't. Fame causes more pressure. Let's be real here. That relationship was rough. Watching it, yeah, it was. Everything has a message. Absolutely. What's going on, the therapist? How you doing, baby? How you doing? So now
therapist.
We're gonna get into a little bit of why we having these conversations.
Jamie.
So Chris Brown, seek help, stay out of the media. Even though the last situation about his daughter, that I guess something was going on with that. He was like, hey, my child's in there. So that part, the media is gonna blow it up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what he's do, the radar and the eyes is on him. So you just kind of have to watch it, how to act in public and things like that, because that's what they're looking for. They want you to
right.
Mm-hmm. Like a Kanye West, that man just crazy as hell. What's wrong with Chris Brown today? That's what they want to say. They tired of the Kardashians on TMZ. Now they want to talk about Chris Brown and his shenanigans. So now
next,
we're going to be talking about the main topic of today. Why do people like to hold your past against you? And I think we may open this up to some audience members if you decide you want to get on. Thank you, Kai. We got to coordinate this thing together. Why do people like to hold you past against you? Those grudges. You just listening and learning. Okay, I think. I think the relationship between Mac and Ariana was tough for Mac after. And she was making music about missing him and everything. So it's just, yeah. So I want to talk about this. And I got some points about it. Why do people, and then we'll get into our feelings about it, but don't you hate that?
Yep. Especially when you're actually putting in the work. Yeah. You're becoming a better you. You're operating in that better and new, improved 3.0 you, you know? And people, well, I remember when you was doing this now, and you was doing, and it's like, okay, how can I ever forget? Thanks to you. But guess what? It's okay, because that's why I am who I am today. Let's put it like that.
Mm-hmm. So it's basically, why do people do it? When they are bringing up your past mistakes, they are often talking to themselves about the areas of their lives that they need to improve but haven't made progress. If they are not someone you trust, their motives could be to embarrass or control you. So let's just kind of think about that just a little bit, people. What that means is, it's basically they're you know how you got bullies in school. A lot of times these bullies are bullies because they got bullied themselves, or they have a bad home life. They're not happy with themselves, so they rather take it, turn all the fingers on somebody else to laugh at them. They're looking for your downfall because they don't have the courage to get up and do it themselves. So when they see you on the come up, they thinking that you're supposed to be down and stay down with them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not happy to see you progress. Like, wait.
Yep. Because misery loves company.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line.
Yeah. So that just means that internally, especially if it's something that didn't really happen to them directly, they just kind of heard through word of mouth and all this kind of stuff. So you don't even got a firsthand. You didn't even come to me and ask me what was going. Excuse me.
Right. You don't even know anything. You just going off of hearsay. You're having a nerve to judge me off of hearsay. Mm-hmm. You're not even judging me off of direct, interaction or anything. Just hearsay.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So it's just like you said, misery loves company. So they just want to bring you down, and they feel like, especially when they're close to you, they feel like, oh yeah, I can get all up in her head. Mm-hmm. We can bring her all the way down because she don't need to be. She ain't bring us along. Well, I did this on my own, so no, thank you though. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Watch from a distance. You could be doing it with me. You could doing it right alongside me. If you choose to stay in that little whatever
energy.
Energy, because you don't want to do the work yourself. So you rather bring that person down because they finally, you know how it is, like you have your homeboys that you kick it with every weekend. That's all y'all do. Y'all do the same shit every day, like I said. But then you like, you get a little brand new about it. Like, I think I want to go on and move on from this situation. I think I want to go get a job now. I think I want to do some things legally. I think I want to raise a family. I think I just want to come
and be responsible. And just hang out with my friends responsibly. Just have a balance.
You think you're better than me now. Well, you're still in the same mindset. We have to grow up from certain things, people.
Mm-hmm. That's why your friend. Well, I know my friends started to change. Not all of them, couple, how one or two always with you and it's gonna stick around. It's gonna be you all, but majority that changed. Maybe I want to say at least 15 years from high school. You know what I mean? It just like drastically. And throughout that, of course, you feel alone. Like, dog, I don't even have friends. This last big wave, it was really bad because during that time, I was working on myself. You know what I mean? Getting myself, pretty much I was doing the shadow work, as they say, facing what I needed to face about myself, the good, bad, the ugly. Go through that process of grieving, through all of that, blaming. I went through all of that, and then I got to a process of forgiving myself and then moving on, saying, thank you, past. You're the reason why I'm as strong as I am today and being able to handle the things that I need to handle. But I ain't looking back,
Like
thank you and move on,
you know. To be honest, because when you do it to them, it's deflation of accountability. And Ant said it's a reflection of how they feel about themselves. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it is. Misery loves company.
Find yourself. Yep. You was like, you know what? I got to change some things about myself. And everything doesn't require everybody's hand to be held while you're going on your own journey. You got to walk this path alone. You can't. A lot of times when you're building yourself up into a better you do have to leave some people behind.
Unfortunately, everybody's not meant to go with you. Yeah.
Not everybody's gonna. You're gonna start off with 20 friends, but you're gonna be walking that path with probably just one or not none. But you got yourself though.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky. True friends now. You might be some people that'll stick around in the background, but they secretly jealous of your whole situation. They just waiting on it to crash. And as soon as I'm having a bad day, I know it, girl.
Yeah.
No, you need to stay up. Like, no, babe, don't fall. Keep going. Don't fall. Keep going. Keep moving. You need those people that's like, girl, better get your ass up. You gotta keep going. You need those people in your corner. I like people, and I fight and fuss and everything with people. But guess what? They tell me what I need to hear. It's just this PTSD of mine. Sometimes I snap and I don't want to talk. I shut down, and I get a lot of real irritated. And it's how I am with people. And then I come back and look around and it's like, shit, man, that wasn't the way I wanted it to go, that conversation. That wasn't how I was trying to say it. But at that time, it's just like, this is how I react right now. But that's I let everybody know. Just give me a moment. Let me get it together.
I understand that because I do the exact same thing, and I'm careful about that. Like when I say I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's just out of frustration and the overwhelming feeling that just rises. It's like the pressure rises in your head and people talking, you talking, then
and you're not hearing them. I don't hear anything right now. It's like I hear you, but I'm not hearing you right now.
Yeah.
It's bouncing off of my mind right now. It's like I just don't need this right now.
Like I told you all quickly, we had a family vacation with my husband's side of the family, whatever, and me, him, and sister-in-law, we was just sitting around talking and everything, and it was already about some real not so positive things, just family stuff on that side, and and then all of a sudden I look at my phone, here come on my family side, just immediately triggered me. Like I shut down. That's what I feel you on that. I immediately shut down and I looked at my sister-in-law and I was like, look, I'm just getting ready to tell y'all the truth right now. I said, right now, I don't like anybody. Okay. And I said, and for as far as I know, everybody can just, I said something really bad, can just kiss my, what. I was just so frustrated. Yeah. Because I felt like my peace had just got interrupted just like that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And that's, like, I don't like nobody. That's why we communicate, because it's like, and we don't communicate. We communicate in a different type of way where we don't have to be, oh, hey, let me call you real quick type of. No, it's more like, hey, I'm just checking in.
Yeah, because you
have
can
a good
feel
day
it
today. I'm gonna pray for you, girl. Take a moment.
and that's good to have, because you notice when something's off, and you act on it. You know what I mean? And that's what that is one of the things that I felt like I was lacking in friendships. Because I know I needed that.
Everybody want to react. Everybody want to know.
You know, and not get all take it personal if I'm going off or I have an attitude or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know I need to get myself through this. I look, I don't need anybody to tell me how I am. I'm very negative right now. Don't even get up in my energy, because I'm protecting you at this point. And that's when I spend time to myself. You know, I'm negative. Right now, yes, I hate everybody. I don't like you, actually. So everybody leave me alone. I know I'm negative. Let me go do what I need to do, because I know I'm very toxic right now.
Walk that off. I need to walk it out and sleep on it for a moment. Let me come back to this tomorrow. Thank you.
Yes.
And I like what ATL Leo said. That's why I'm not a big forgiveness, because of hypocritical bullshit from people and family. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to get some steps, because I feel like this show, it's a little therapy, because there's a lot of people this is a topic that's hitting on a lot of people right about now, because it is about that forgiving, moving on. It's I'm not going to lie, Kai looks more serious with them glasses on. I'm sorry, I know it's off topic. You know, it's one of them episodes. Today, we ain't the, hey, everybody.
Yeah, I am serious today.
She is serious.
I haven't been feeling it.
But we're gonna hold it down. Yeah. You know,
we're good.
Gonna hold it down. But
we look out for each other, y'all. So don't worry about that.
Oh yeah, I see. Let's see. Now let's get into take a breather. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Let's get these ladies. Thank you. Please get us to 600.
I know. Yeah,
we do that. We want to get monetized and, you know, do some nice things like Mike and them.
Because we want to have fun. Y'all see, we need
bar that Mr. Coach got me. I just got to figure out how to work it. I ain't took it out the box yet, but we finna be having some fun. I'm thinking I'm gonna bring it out for our 90s.
I want one
throwback. Yes, I'm gonna talk about it. But Coach Unchained.
Coach. Where's mine's?
Let me know where you got it from.
Shout out to you.
Miss Kai one, because we want to do some fun stuff for our throwback. It's been requested, so everybody want us to bring that back a couple of more times. So we're gonna have, and we think about it's gonna be like a block party, if you will. We
gonna have a 90s party, since Blackberry requested part 2. So we're gonna do just a fun show. We're gonna reminisce together, go down memory lane, show our favorite sitcoms, our favorite commercials, our favorite movies back then, just everything, y'all.
All right. Now, question is, and the chat, the StreamYard link is in there if you want to get on it and chat with us just a little bit. You can. But how to deal with others who use your past against you, and strategies to put the past behind you. So we're going to get into these facts, and then I want to give it, because I got to take this off so you guys can see everything. But, you know, me and Kai, we're going to go through it, and then y'all just put in the chat, you know, how you feel about what you're seeing. And then we'll discuss after we read everything that we got there. So put this picture up so everybody can, you know, get something from it. So how do, you know, you deal with somebody that just cannot let this past go? So it's a little bit of dealing with people, as well as how do you keep from keeping that past to affect you as well, because not only is your friend bringing it back up, but you're not letting it go either. So you have to, everybody. I don't care, you know, I saw someone in chat said, that's why I don't worry about forgiveness. Don't worry about forgiving them. Forgive yourself. Yes, you made that mistake. Yes, you fucked up. But you learned from it. We're not perfect. That's why he died on the cross, people.
Right on the cross.
We're not perfect here. So you're gonna make your mistakes, but you got to forgive yourself. Then, if you're affecting somebody because of this and they're hurt from it, apologize and take ownership to it, like accepting your consequences. I'm sorry that I did this and then it hurted you. I wasn't myself,
And you feel so free when you do that. You will feel so free, because at that point, once you accept that, your mind starts going off to not worrying what other people think or say. As long as you're doing right, you're walking in the right path. Like, oh my God, like it's very like refreshing, and you're just free.
Yeah. And then you're acknowledging. So when you're apologizing, I'm sorry. Now you're acknowledging their feelings. So now both of you guys can kind of get through it. It's like, okay, friend, I hear you. Boyfriend, I hear you. Let's walk through this together. Okay. We're going to move past this. It's said and done. It's over with now. What can we do now as far as moving forward? Condition your mind. So now you got to, because that past is still going to be in the back of your head if you're not letting it go. And even when you let it go, sometimes it's going to remind you. Something's going to trigger it again. So it's going to come back around again. But now condition your mind to take it all in. Like, oh yeah, I remember that. But now you can process it better. You can cope better with it. So conditioning your mind. And here's another one. We find now, okay, you feel like, you know what? I try to talk to my friend. I try to forgive myself. But you know what? I don't think I can get past this without some professional support. It's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with seeking some help in that time. Everybody feel like it doesn't even have to be a therapist. It can be a coach. It can be your pastor. A community center, YMCA.
This is therapy.
This is therapy. Talk to somebody that's unbiased. Sometimes we can't go to our friends for everything, but they know you so well. Sometimes somebody that don't know the situation and just actually listening and analyzing the situation helps out a little bit better, because it's like, I don't know you from a can of paint. You're telling me everything that I need to know. So now I need to ask questions. I need to listen, then reply. Some friends, they'll just reply. Girl, you need da. But you're not listening to what she's saying. Learn from your mistakes. Also, let go of that anger. That's the biggest thing. You're just balled up about it all the time. You just hate everybody because this happened to me, and you keep bringing it back to that crust. Like, I can't
at the world.
This happened to me back in my day, but baby, you're 36 years old now. When will you be, done with that crutch? Treat yourself with kindness and compassion, and understand your emotions. And we have some more. We'll get into that next, but I want to see what the audience, I see a lot of chat messages. Okay, y'all in here doing it. Then we're gonna do a little wanting to implement some advertising in the middle of this segment and everything. So,
where my shirt at?
I'll make sure you get one. Of course, we got to get. I'm gonna also promote our stuff, and we definitely got to get some, sitting and done very soon.
Exactly.
Well, let's see what the audience is saying, and of course, y'all hit that link if you want to join in.
Well, who we got on now? Whose shirt we got on now?
Well, I guess since we got it. So, whose shirt I have on? This is my homegirl. Well, it's called Growth. You probably can't see it. Growth for both, and it's care for hair. And of course, I don't know if it's gonna work right, but she has a cute, a code on her shirt, and I'm like, we got to do something like this too.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Walking around, people can actually scan your stuff
That is nice.
That's nice. So now you ain't walking around handing cards out. You got it on your shirt.
I like that.
You know, if this works, let me know if it works, people. I'm gonna sit here a couple of minutes. But this is growth for both. It's pretty much what I put in my hair. I use for my children. It helps for men and women to grow their hair, and it's Black owned and operated.
And that's
it's
awesome.
It's not a buying from wholesale contributor or anything like that. No, this is custom made from scratch oil. From this her name is Akira Strozier, and she's the Black owned owner of this business solo. I partner with her now to help promote and get her pushed out there, because we need to stop buying these products that they throw these chemicals in it. This is all natural ingredients. And it helps your scalp grow hair. That's the purpose of it. Growth for both. So male and female, you get this. And then, of course, her prices are reasonable. And she also has a conditioner now that you can, it's a hair oil, like people that like to have those dreads and things like that, and their scalps.
Okay.
They got to keep it moisturized.
Okay, Kira.
Moisturizer. So follow her, Growth for Both. I think she's on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We're trying to get her on YouTube, but she's on Facebook. Y'all find her and check out some of her products and tell them I sent y'all. Champagne Confessions have sent y'all.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, but that's the shirt I got on. And then while we're still advertising just a little bit, want to talk about something that we got going on now.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all been hearing about Miss Kai's My Mental Space Incorporated. Well, we're coming together to building a community of hope and togetherness. So I'm excited about this because it's like, this is where I wanted to go with it anyway. And I was thinking about, I wanted to create a nonprofit and, do my own thing. But I met Miss Kai, and her vision is my vision amongst other people that are, I just associate with my people that are thinking on the same mindset as me. And it takes a village.
Yep.
It takes a village, people.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided, let's come together on this.
We're coming together.
We are. So this is the logo. So shout out to Miss Kai for, inviting me and introducing me to her dreams. And now we're coming together and, and we're going to make this thing.
Yep.
Right. We're going to do it. So y'all follow My Mental Space Incorporated. Send them cash apps, donations to Confessions and My Mental Space Incorporated.
Yep. Good things coming. Good things coming. Good things in the making. Yep.
So I hope y'all got some out of those advertisements. But Growth for Both. Again, if you're bald and you need down on their head, need them edges laid.
Get you some bangs, some edges.
Some edges. Them edges. You need a little bit of that because you don't let them Africans pull your hair out. Get you some Growth for Both. And go ahead and donate to My Mental Space while you're doing it.
No.
So, but I appreciate you guys just loving us. Where's this at? Now my sister here. I'm excited. My sister in here watching. Hey, sister, blood sister right there. That's sister.
Oh.
Drop the link, hey Rob. I ignore as much as I can. Okay, let's get back to these comments though. But yeah, so the steps to kind of, dealing with people that won't let the shit go. I'm just saying, like, just won't let it go. It's like, you still on that?
I know. It's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like,
are you still holding me again?
Just like, I'm telling y'all for real, keep it to the past. Like, I'm about sick of them. Like, it was really old. And this thing, it's involving sports. Like that whole, y'all, remember that 28-3? I'm like, yo, look, That's so old. Like, who cares? Like, seriously, y'all, something just reminded me of that. That's part of it too. Nobody wants to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about that. I don't want to hear. And you know what? It's so funny because it's like, okay, I'm about to revert to my past real quick, just for 1 second. And knock you out. Y'all know I like to knock folks out when they get on my nerves.
I'll say old school, y'all. Don't push me because I'm
close to the what? Edge.
I'm not trying to lose my head. So you might want to
oh my God.
Shut up. Because you're gonna get what you was asking for. And then you, oh my God. You didn't have to
and I'm like, and then I'm gonna hold you to your past when you was crying like a fool. I'm gonna keep talking about. I'm gonna tell everybody, and same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah. But Big Ant said, "Forgive and forget for you, not." Oh, hold on. Forgive and forget for you, not for them. Yeah, it's for you. Yeah, but so you can move on and to be a better person right now and in the future. Yeah. So that forgiveness stuff is not for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's really for you. You might say, "I forgive you." But it's just really like releasing your mind from that. It's like you have created a space in my head rent free, and I'm sick of it. I'm evicting you right now. I forgive you. I forgive me for reacting to it the way I did.
Yeah,
I'm over it now. I'm moving past it. I'm not going to let this bother me anymore. And you say it's a pride thing. Not a lot of people are big on apologies or big confrontations. Yeah, a lot of people just want to walk away and avoid it, and that doesn't work either. You know, some people are not communicators, and they rather just not even address it, and they're thinking
sweep it under the rug,
and just I'm just walking away so we can have an argument. But why? It's something that person wants you to listen to. So that can make me. It's a different reaction. I want to discuss it and talk about it. It makes me a little bit more angrier when I'm like, I need for you to listen to what I got going on. You walking away is not fixing this situation. We need to but now I'm a little antsy. I want to calm down a little bit, but we need to come back to this conversation.
Or we'll never be able to address it if you keep walking away.
That's what I'm saying. So you're never going to address it when you're walking away. So I'd rather avoid it. That's what I was dealing with in my marriage. I'd rather avoid it. It's always like, well, we're not resolving the situation. Okay. We're not. So, and you're welcome, Miss Lady, Akira. Y'all go ahead and get y'all some hair stuff. Go ahead, y'all can have some real summer hair going on without, so you can do that. But it's a pride thing, like you said. And let's get into some more key points here. And then we're just gonna keep opening up to the audience if anybody else want to add to this conversation. But and this one right here, it's just like it's kind of similar to what we already talked about, but this is just some set of strategies to kind of, now that you apologize, now that you have accepted it, how do you keep, you close that door to the past and not go back to it? Now you're getting that part out the way. You was wilding out when you was young. Yeah, you don't got a couple of bodies from it.
So Maggie, let's read these points though.
You can go ahead and
let's read it. So guys, look at number 1. Cautiously decide to put the past behind you. Number 2, take complete responsibility for yourself. That's something Miss Maggie kept stretching. Number 3, accept the past as it is. It's part of your journey. It's part of your story. Okay. Oh, well, move on. Number 4, make a plan for your immediate future. Immediate, between 1 to 5 years. Okay. Number 5, gather your strengths. Oh, let me go back to number 4. Making a plan for your immediate future. I did say 1 to 5 years, but that starts immediately. Okay, immediately, and then you stretch and you can plan out between that, up until, your 5 years, whatever. Even if you have to do 1 to 3, 5 or something like that, just do, what you can take on, because everybody is different. Okay. As long as you're moving forward, it's a journey.
You're figuring it. So you have your short term. You're going to do what you're going to do tomorrow goal. You're going to do what you do in a year now. And you got your 5 years. So
exactly.
He's planning how
you're still moving forward. All right. Let me go back. Okay, number 5 again. Gather your strengths. Gather your strengths. The only way you can find that out, because a lot of times we are busy talking. We're not even listening to ourselves, listening to our bodies, listening to our souls. Be quiet. Take time and realize what your strengths are. You'll do it. It'll happen. I can't even explain that. You'll know. You'll definitely know what your strengths are, and then be able to use them, for good. All right. Number 6, forgive yourself.
About the gathering your strengths. Yes, gather your strengths, but also know what your weaknesses are too.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's okay.
You know how to handle that part of you. You're going to have your strength, but you're going to have your weaknesses, and you'll start to learn how to balance that. So you got to, overall, you just need to know what triggers you, what doesn't. Don't put yourself in situations that's going to cause these things. And I like this. This is a negative world. Things happen. And if we learn and do better, we need people in a circle that respect the growth. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And we're going to get back to the comments, but go ahead, Ms. Kai.
All right. Number 6, forgive yourself and others. Again, guys, you have to forgive yourself for your actions, because again, that's part of your testimony. That's part of your story. That's part of your journey. Okay. Forgive it, accept it as it is. Going back to number 3, and look forward towards the future. What's done, it's done. You have to leave it there. You can't cry over spilled milk. Okay? It's no good.
Life you can't get back.
It's no good. And then number 7, it's last, but it is not least. Learn lessons from the past. Yeah. That helps you in the future.
Because not everything, yes, it happened to you. Yes, but sometimes these things will make you out to be a better, a stronger person. There's a place in front of you, in a vulnerable state, but just look at how you overcame those obstacles. And learn from it now. You know what? I can look back at that, because guess what? Now my story is someone else's. And I want to get into ATL Leo's comment, because I want to address that, what he was saying here. I'll take this picture off. But he said something that just seems like, yeah, and I'm going to say this. What's coming? But here you go. That won't work with my family, because when I do things out the kindness of my heart, that's now cold, and my humbleness, and throwing my mistakes in my face like it's a joke is where it all, y'all can, it is all you can die, and I get what you're saying. That's why I said forgiveness is not for them.
It's for you.
It's for you. You have to accept that not everybody's going to accept you getting better. They're not going to accept that you want to be. They always want to see you that way. So yeah, they're going to laugh. They're going to, oh, you ain't being serious. Oh, you just one drink away. You just one drug away from going on back to the old self. Because they want to see you fall. So
and that's why you have to surround yourself with some new people.
Positive people. That's what three dirty.
What some yeah.
Surround yourself with some positive people. Because okay, so obviously, and it can be your family, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know, we blood, but you know, that doesn't make us family.
Blood makes you related.
Absolutely. So don't continue to think and hope that they are going to accept you for wanting to humble yourself and be kind. No longer give them that energy anymore. If they're not accepting the change in you, forget them. Because it's something personally they need to work on themselves internally, that they're never going to see the good in anybody.
Yeah.
Because they're unhappy deep down. So it's a lot more things that's going on with them personally that they're not going to admit to it. So they rather ridicule somebody else when they know that you are an easy target. You know, you got anger issues. So they know that you can get a quick reaction out of you. So they laughing, ha, 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 ha. But they're feeling better about themselves because now the pressure's off of them.
Yeah.
We're all laughing at you.
Yeah. They just want someone else to feel what they're feeling. You know, basically, it goes back to misery loves misery.
Some people just
they're unhappy within themselves.
Yeah, I'm breaking up a little bit. I'm sorry. What I was saying, what Oliver said, is not going to go away. You know, some people are just going to be stuck in those ways.
And you have to accept that.
You gotta, you know what?
Leave people where they are.
I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciate you, you know, all that good stuff, but I'm good over here. You know, he said, because when I'm reminding them of their faults, it's always, yeah. So it's like, but okay, so you talking about me, but what about you? What you got going on? Don't comment. Yeah, it's all about you. They want to reflect it back on you, like
it's called pointing the finger
about me. If I'm breaking up a little bit, I feel like I'm breaking up a little bit.
You are, but it's not terrible yet.
Okay, y'all gotta let me know, y'all. Okay, look at my net. Go ahead, Miss Kyle. What you got to say though? Let me get my net together.
Okay. Maggie. You see her? Okay. You broke up a little bit.
I'm gonna break up my phone in a minute, y'all, because I'm under.
Okay. Hey, Floyd. Hey.
Hold on. I can get on.
You gonna switch over to the phone?
Yeah, because this thing went to all of a sudden. So
go ahead. Y'all, you know we have technical difficulties every week. Tit for tat, right? Right, 3 dirty, tit for tat. Don't need them around, hold pass against you. Yep. Let me see. What you say, ATL Leo? Yeah, we see you, Maggie. You coming in.
My bad. You already know how to come in.
Don't want us to be great, J-Rock. Not at all.
Come in and come out.
I'm trying to get ATL Leo. He says, that was this issue. I was always the humble, do right guy until I became the villain who sees them as an enemy, and when I cut them off, it's always use God words of shame and so guilt and need to be right. Yeah, that's them not realizing, you know, the play that they're accepting responsibilities for their own actions. It's just, I don't know. You just got people like that. I don't know. They just, until they see. And if they don't, they may not ever. You have to accept that too. But you have to do right. We have to set that example. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we're humans. We're not perfect, of course. You know, be yourself. But at the end of the day, when you do something wrong, be humble enough to accept that. But don't come at me, keep pointing the finger, you know, because like I said, we can grab that pass real quick and use it on you real quick if I want to. and
okay.
done.
Okay, because it's like, oh, you want to, you want to throw out my dirty laundry, but
that's what I'm saying. Like
when I put it back on you, oh, you wrong for that. You know you supposed to do that. That's nobody's business. But you steady laughing at me though about my flaws and the things I did.
Work on yourself. Like I'm like Mama D. I told y'all what I say. Like Mama D, I am for the what? I'm for the church and the streets. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What she say? Got a stick in one hand and the Bible in the other.
And what's up, Floyd? What's up?
Yep,
Thank
Floyd
you for
came
coming
in the building
and watching. Y'all know we need a lot more people, and I appreciate it. Blackberry on Blackberry Lorec's show over there for starting a little earlier, so y'all can come and enjoy a little bit.
You. Our Blackberry is so sweet.
So we can support each other. I appreciate this. Now I'll be able to tune in to the guys, and they come on right on after they show.
Yeah.
And get some good talking, get some good conversation. And yeah, you two don't want us to be great. That's just my internet and AT&T. They about to get cussed out again because I can't get this internet to act right for nothing in my life. So
come on, y'all.
Come on to the show.
Can we make at least 5 more subscribers?
Come on, can we get to 600?
Let's start the month off with 6 at least.
Oh yeah. Please, if you're new to the channel, I want you to put some, waves of something, some happy faces in the chat that you're new to this channel, and hit that subscribe. Keep the count going because we're gonna try to get to 600 tonight. If we can get to 600, our next episode will be a throwback. Okay. So we can get to 600. Our next episode, because the kids finna be in summer school now. So we finna cut up. We ain't got to get up in the morning and take nobody to school. So we finna have us a throwback Thursday night. So we need 5 more people. If you on Facebook right now, listen to this. Do you hear me? Come on over to YouTube. Champagne Confessions. Look for the ladies with the glasses. The champagne glasses. That's our channel. There's other champagnes out there, but guess what? We locked this one in, baby. So don't worry about them imitators. We are the originals. So hit that like button too.
Come on,
y'all want to join us today? What the guest at? We need some guests to come on and tell me how you feel. But seriously, let's just recap everything that we've talked about today. Is just first and foremost, like we said with Erykah Badu, dragging all those bags, and you going into with the Derrick Jaxn situation, his ex-wife. She went into that relationship with emotional, trauma already.
Big time.
She was looking for somebody to make her feel good, like how they say on AFN show. Make me feel good. That was one of those situations. I don't want you to hear
desperate
me. She was desperate. She saw this tall, fine-looking man, and everything just went out the window. Her morals, her values, everything just woo. He swept me off my feet.
Respect for herself.
No respect, and comparing herself to the women that he was dealing with. And that's why, and we're going to get into this and that's why these women, they're altering their bodies. They're trying to be something that because you're looking at that and it's like, ooh, yeah, ooh. Now you want to have this. I got to have all this because that's what he likes. And girl, I'm going to tell you.
Doing it.
I know a couple of people that got them things done and they still cheating.
That's crazy. You better be all right with yourself, honey. You should be fine enough. Don't you think that about yourself, Megan? Because I do. And not with the big head, humble, very humble. But
I'm Slim Jim, but I just go with what I know. And if you don't like it, I know people that love it. So I ain't finna alter a goddamn thing about myself. You know what I'm saying? Right. You gonna love me for all my love handles, all my everything, all that. But seriously, we're saying it like this because you got to start looking in the mirror and loving yourself first. Don't expect somebody to love you if you're not loving you internally. If you're insecure about yourself, you're beating yourself up. It's time to address that. What is causing you to feel that way? Build yourself up within. Grab that confidence, and don't give a what nobody got to say. Oh, I mean, I'm telling you.
Yeah, confidence.
It was something that happened to me in high school. And it was a guy that I'm like, oh, you got some nerve to say something about me. Now, this is when I was like glasses, a little nerd. I was like,
what you trying to say? What you trying to say? I'm a nerd.
I'm talking, when we was, come on, Kai. When we was in school, glasses was, you know. I look, ain't nothing wrong with being a nerd. I'm still am. But back in high school, I hang with the nerd friends. I gravitated to that type of crowd. I didn't like the it people. I didn't like the popular people. I was just whatever. But this one guy was like, now he looking like Jiminy Cricket or somebody, and he had the nerve to say, "Well, you all right, you all right, and well, maybe when you grow up, you're gonna be, you might." I'm like, hold up, but that did though. It threw my confidence down. A lot. It really did affect me in high school for that person to say that. So we have to watch what we say to people because it can affect them a long time. So I really did deal with my, I'm skinny. I'm always going to be that. But at that time, I didn't know how to embrace being skinny. I didn't know how to embrace who I was. I wasn't confident in myself. So I hid behind bigger clothes and things like that. Of course, we didn't have all the rich and, all this going on. So I had to make do with what I had, what my parents could give, so I had to go through life like that. And that caused me to become a little bit more aggressive about myself and defensive. And I honestly never really got in a fight until I had to fight a couple of my siblings. We ain't gonna go there. But everybody want to pick on that shy, small, little, intimidating looking girl until she opened her big ass mouth and it's like, oh, wait a minute, she look crazy.
Yeah,
that is me.
Yeah,
I might look like I might look like I'm just so sweet and kind. All right, Mike in here, pretty sure he will say that.
We are. Mike's not in here, so we can say what we want.
Thank you. I won't be interrupted because I'm telling my truth.
Mike doesn't run this show. Mike don't own Champagne Confessions. Mike don't run nothing up in here. Mike can stay over there at Mad Mike Sports. Tell him I said it. Thank you.
Let's see what these people saying in the chat. Bing at what's going on? Somebody saying, shut up, J Rock. Oh yeah, I love it. Be true to yourself. Don't alter anything.
You do, J Rock. You do. You do look like Swiss Beats. You do.
I know him light skin. So light skin guys.
That's my Swiss Beats friend.
Him light skin. So they all look like Al B. Sure and stuff like that. But 330. People that know your past mistakes and keep them in front of you not only stunts the growth of the relationship, it keeps you in a vulnerable place. Mm-hmm. And those be the worst because they know you very well. So they know how to get up under your skin. Those the people you gotta be careful about. Because it's like, but how they know you though, you know them. So I'm not saying, you got to match them, but sometimes you kind of got to go below the belt a couple of times. I ain't giving y'all that advice, but
we're not saying that. Yeah.
We're not saying that, but just watch how you're poking me. You might just get burned. Right.
Because people get, I don't know where people get this thing. If you forgot you spiritual and all that, oh, they ain't going to do nothing. No, it's a way to do it. It's a way to do it.
We're late. That's my high school.
They be trying to I don't know. They better stop thinking that.
These folks don't want to jump on today, so let's see.
Even my grandma, that's what she said. She said, "Oh, don't get mad, get even." That's what she used to tell me.
But at the end of the day, Kai and Maggie, even though we getting even on folks, 2 wrongs don't make a right now. We got to live, you know, we're gonna sip our tea and stuff, but you know, we be wrong as hell too. You know, you kind of just got to turn the other cheek. Like, I don't hear what you're saying. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm gonna walk away from this because you know I'm a Gemini,
and I'm a Libra.
You better watch it.
We air signs. We are air signs. We are all over the place. We're all over, right, Maggie?
Yeah, absolutely. That was me today, and now I'm all right.
Right. And we friends with Swiss Beats, girl.
He said I used to. No, seriously. He said I used to get picked on. I was always bullied. You know, Big Ant. I used to get picked, and you see the trend of it. But it makes a lot of sense to some people's attitudes towards others, though, because they was getting, you know, picked on quite often. Everybody used to laugh because the clothes I wear. Who are that?
I know this, Mike.
I have a serious question, ladies. Ladies, excuse me. You don't have to be so rude to me all the time. I'm surprised at you, Kai.
What? Why?
I thought we were friends and you just roll your eyes and all this. Like, what in the... Maggie, what you did to her? Because this ain't my Kai. This ain't the Kai that I know.
I'm still your friend.
Kai is on another level today, you know, so you just gonna have to...
I see.
I'm in a butt-kicking mood, Mike.
Yeah, she's ready to kick behind. So am I. So, you know, we might go do some boxing and jogging later on to walk it off.
Oh, y'all, we should go do some kickboxing one day.
No, seriously, have you ever done that? I did.
I have, and I loved it.
It is fun. It's fun.
I didn't do the boxing, but I did the aerobic stuff. You know, where you dance to the music and stuff like that. Oh my God, that used to be so fun. I don't know. I might not last for 5 minutes on doing that now, but I'll look at everybody and watch them and, you know, feel good about it. But no, seriously, but no, I honestly think we should do something like that. Like we
can go live and stuff.
We can go anywhere and do that, and find a center. We can kind of open up a free space. That's a good idea. Let me write that down. Kyle, you got some ideas. Come on, Mike.
Girl, it works sometime.
Come on, Mike. Go ahead. Write down these good notes for our next event.
I got a serious question. I got a serious question.
Go ahead. We're serious.
Where you I've been in a position where, you know, being the good guy and always, you know, the good person, you're always letting things go and letting things slide. And is that like, you can do so much of that, but like at some point in time, it's like you get tired of being a punching bag.
Oh, yeah.
You get tired of being nice. It's like I always advise people to try to be nice, you know, try to be the better person. But like, what if you've done that and you've done that for years? Will you two advise people to finally get even? Serious question. This is serious.
Okay. I'm and this is why we're real on this show. So
I'll let you talk. Go ahead.
Now, I don't think this is the best course of action, but sometimes people need to be humbled, if that makes a lot of sense. You know, because it's like, but it's basically, it's like that ticking time bomb.
Like,
it's just don't hit it. It's just gonna explode. So you're gonna build that up to the point where you can really gonna get the real me.
And I like serving it. I'm not gonna lie.
And you don't like that Maggie T. You won't like it because your feelings are gonna be hurt, and I don't care.
Seriously, and I'm for it too. Like, I'm not even gonna lie live on this show, broadcasting here tonight. I feel the same way.
You got your warning a few times.
Maggie,
you got
we
your
might
warning.
be a storm brewing. Don't mess with us because we the Justice League. I'm telling y'all right now.
That's my partner in crime right there.
For real. We know how to handle some stuff.
I asked that because that's like Maggie, you know, like a lot of people don't realize, like, people wouldn't think that people would try. I wouldn't even say bully, but they will try. They know that I will do anything to, like, all right, to set the record straight and just like try to stay away from certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
And people, they will play on those emotions. Like, people know who to mess with in those situations. They know, like, Maggie gonna do everything she possibly can not to go off, and they'll just keep pushing those buttons, keep pushing them, because they know you're gonna do that. Like, it comes to times like, yeah, that's all cool and all. It's like the Bible does tell you, you know, to turn the other cheek, but it also tells you, like, if you feel, you know, it's getting to a stage where it's dangerous and it's detrimental to not only your health but the people around you. Look, Jesus had gangsters around him, man. That's all I say. Jesus had a lot of gangsters around him, and they wasn't no punks, and they wasn't just taking beatings. And I think that's the thing. It's like, whether it's verbal or it's physical, people have their limits, and I think that's where I draw the line. I always say, try your best to turn the other cheek, but if it's to the point where it's years and years and months of abuse, look, man,
you're gonna have your last.
You have to. Like Maggie said, you're gonna look. It's dangerous. We see kids doing this. Like, we see kids in high school now where they getting bullied and then turn around and shoot up the whole school, and then we wonder why they shooting up the whole school. Well, y'all been bullying them for 4 years.
And the sad thing is, it's not even just the children that's bullying them. Now these teachers are trying to be friends.
Yes.
And talking about other kids. My children tell me all the time what goes on in these classrooms.
When I was in 9th grade, matter of fact, I hadn't been there 2 months. And all of a sudden, the next day, Bishop Eddie Long had to come to our school, and that everybody had to report to the gymnasium. But I think they started at like 9 o'clock, and it went on for the whole day until it was time for us to go to school. Because a few days prior, you go down to, like, you know, the fields and everything. And a boy they just kept bullying him. This dude just kept bullying him. The boy got tired of it one day and just walked to his house, because he stayed within, you know, walking distance of school, and came back and stabbed that boy to death. At the boy was walking up the steps, and he came and stabbed him, and he, you know, it happened right there.
People have you push them to have their breaking point. And sometimes it isn't easy to, because you're going home with that. And then you got to think about it also. Not only you're getting it in school, your home life might not be the greatest either. So now you got this going on, and you got this going on when you get home. All that is just like, okay, I'm mad. Now I'm taking out on everybody. And they always target who was bullying them. So they were like, why did they do that? It was these type of people. They're targeting who bullied them. And, you know, and, so it's a lot of people said, you know, they was ridiculed for being for being big. My brother, and Mike, you met him. My brother's like he's a security, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
And he used to get bullied because he was a lot more bigger than and shorter. But he was also quiet. So he used to get talked about, this, that, and the other. And one day somebody said the right thing to this man. All I heard was how he had desks and chairs and everything going around that classroom. And he showed out that day. And that person that was bothering him left him alone.
I bet they did.
You leave these people alone.
Like a tornado.
I'm telling you, he ransacked that room and boop, 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 boop. And he was a big guy.
That's why I had to stop hanging around somebody, because she was kind of gangster, like real kind of gangster gun. And I mean, we was in the car, she pulled a gun out on somebody and stuff. And, you know, as soon as she messing with people, just dogging them out, I said, look, because you going to get me killed. Being in the crossfire with you. Like, you got to be careful of who you're hanging around too, bringing that drama, even going out. Like I say, well, Maggie, not to say you do this, Maggie, but Maggie, don't you start no shit with nobody up here. Because I'm trying to tell you, I no. And same, she would tell me the same thing. Like,
your limit. You had a guest in the back. You know what, Jamie? Oh, you know what? You know, let me get this man on here if he's still in the chat. Sorry, we just in here just running our mouths. We don't forget about the.
Why you got my friend back there like that?
You know, we over here talking about beating up people. You know how stuff happens.
Oh, I forgot. That's our topic right
What's
there.
up, Jamie?
Forgot about Jay.
You have to say it like that.
But
what happened, Jay? So, can you relate to what we're talking about today? I'm gonna let you have the floor while we calm down about beating up people.
Right.
But I like that. I want, you know what? We should go get, even if it's not kickboxing though, we should go to like a gym with the boxing rings and the bags where you can kind of hit.
Remember,
I got one in my garage. Yeah, I got a punching bag in my garage.
In the basement. We got one in the basement.
I got one in the garage.
But look, remember we talked about self-defense class too, because I know I want to get somebody, and that's the juggler. So, but I need to learn the proper technique with stuff.
Kyle, we finna go to the boxing gym. We finna go learn how to.
Y'all about to.
We finna be karate chopping and kickboxing and
going on
wrestling. And then we're gonna be cute and cute after that. And
hey, Maggie. After we get through out there in the streets, us Justice League, we're gonna go back to our office and schedule our appointments for our one-on-ones with our clients. That's the office side of us. But hey, you can hire us for the streets, y'all.
But go ahead, Jamie. We saw it. Go ahead and just, intervene and how you feel about this topic. If you got something you can relate to it, we'd love to hear it.
Yes, I can relate to being fed up and being a doormat, like ATL Leo was talking about, to you reach that boiling point. And my remedy to that, thanks, to the teachings from my father, is doing the right steps of self-defense that y'all just alluded to just now. Because yes, Mike, it did turn the other cheek. My version of turning the other cheek, I just got hit with a left hook, but I got to protect my left face, the right hook. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a bigger person, but but at the same time, good people can be assertive.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, and Jesus had gangsters with him because Simon Peter had cut off somebody's ear. So I just thought I'd bring that to mind.
I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with defending yourself.
There's nothing
you got to defend yourself if it's provoked to be that, and you're protecting yourself. So if you keep pushing that bear and and I'm telling you, these people are warned. Leave me alone. Don't text me no more. I'm blocking you. But you find ways to unblock yourself. Contact me. Oh yes, I'm about to go scrap one with you now because you really wanted me to show up at your doorstep. That's what you want.
Yeah, and
now you a victim because you got your ass beat.
I actually had a schoolmate that actually got killed because he was bullying somebody on the he's known for like bullying. I'm talking about from the age we was little all the way to high school. And this dude, one day he met the right person on the train. And this dude, he had a knife and he poked him to death. because he was bullying him, and it's like that you can't go around. People have their limits, and like you said, whether it's a good person, the person that's trying to turn the other cheek, or they just letting it go. It's like somebody like Dave, like he's gonna flip out one of these days and just gonna absolutely lose it. And like you just can't go around
I'm
treating
scared of
people.
my brother when he get mad. Shit, I'm scared of all my family members because ooh Lord, you don't know what side you finna get.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine me having to fight my big old brother.
No, Dave was a big dude. Dave was about my height, but he got like 150 pounds more than I do. So Dave was a big dude.
So we have a question from Mucho. I can't see it.
What do you do when you ask a person you're close to what's wrong and they reply nothing when you clearly see something is wrong? Well, I've been in that situation plenty of times. And with that, first, you can't force a person to talk. They have to be willing to talk on their own. What I do, my advice, I just continue to support. You don't push over and hoover over. Just kind of support them around the perimeters, just that you're keeping an eye out on them without overstepping. And just ask how their day is going. It's what's the word when you're prying something out? Probing questions and just things like that. And then eventually they start opening up.
I'm gonna stop beating myself up.
What I like to do is when I know something is wrong, I'll find ways to hang around them even longer, such as ask them, send them funny videos, or come to the house and bring them something to eat or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just find ways to continuously hang around them, and the more that you hang around them, they'll get comfortable enough, and then they'll kind of. But you can't all right, what's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. Like just find ways to always be around them. And they eventually get comfortable.
You also have to teach them. I'm gonna agree to it. Sometimes you also have to train them on how to deal with you. You gotta let them know I'm okay. What you do is you just kind of just like, what I've learned is you step back. Okay, the I'm okay is not getting anywhere from that. Next thing you know, I'm just checking on you. You all right? Here's a laughter. Here's something. Eventually, that person's going to hear that. Like when I was going through it, Kai inboxed me and sent me a nice little paragraph, and it could show as clear as day that I read it. But I heard the message. I didn't respond right away, but she didn't nag me. She didn't keep pushing it. She didn't keep pushing it. Then I finally was like, okay, guess what? I see that you're actually concerned about me. I am not okay. You just have to pace yourself. You can't force it out of them because you're going to push them into a shell. And that's what I do. I shut down. And what's up, Big Yellow? Everybody in here tonight. Share this out. We're trying to get to 600. Please.
Are we still far away, Jay?
Come on. If we're gonna get 600, we're gonna have a throwback Thursday next week.
Yep.
So if you want Throwback Thursday, you better send this out to all your friends right about now and say, get us on over to the hump. It'd be great if we can get it to 1,000, but 600, we're not asking for too much. Oh yeah, and cool. Yes, is that a smash room or where you kind of breaking things and all that kind of stuff? I would love to do something like that, or like some people do it like in a big open yard or something with concrete where you can smash walls and smash things. Is that what you're talking about? I don't understand. I mean, I don't know what the term of it is, but if that's what it's called, then heck yeah. It's like how you kind of release your energy. I know we said we want to do punching bags, but you just want to break a glass.
Yeah. We allow kids to do that to some old dishes and old stuff in the garage. Because they seem like they just need to release something.
So you get the room, you get some stress out.
I said, grab y'all bats.
I'm saying, like, go somewhere where you can just I hate you so much right now. And she was smashing and she was doing shit, and she probably felt really great to get all that energy out, but she was taking it out on objects. She was taking it out. She wasn't punching somebody in the face. She was hitting other things, So, we got to do that. But yep, this show was about me because I have coworkers who has Mike's same sign, who does that with me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
ATL Leo, message us. Anybody that just want to talk off the record. Hey, by the way, we have a Discord. Keep the conversation going.
Oh yeah,
I might actually get on there tonight.
That Discord too, please.
I actually think let me get it real quick. Mike, hold on, maybe you don't.
Body, it's awesome. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, y'all join the Discord. J-Rock, can you put it in the chat if you got it, buddy? That'll be so wonderful. Mike, somebody. Yeah, but no, seriously, we are ambassadors to business. So if you like for us to rock some of your outfits, some of your shirts, some of your mugs, some of your things, find us on Maggie T Productions at Gmail, or you can find us at My Mental Space Incorporated on all social media platforms. Message us there, as well as Champagne Confessions. You cannot miss us because we just told you about 3 ways to get it, and Miss Maggie T Productions.
Yeah,
seriously. I had it both schooling her almost no way out until I had to go devil shit crazy on people. Yeah. And it gets to that point. Self-defense is a must. Never hurt to learn some technique, because it's protection too. Not only is it, you're just relieving yourself of your inner, angers, but you're also learning to protect yourself in case somebody really is trying to threaten your space. So you're getting something out of it anyway. And why am I frozen? Oh, never mind. You look frozen, guy. I thought you were, but you might be just sitting still.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to see. I had a schoolmate that hung himself because he got picked on and was so unhappy. Yeah. So, if you don't get anything else from this episode, you can only be the good person for so long. You can only turn your cheek for it for so long. But if you feel like that you can't control that anger, you just really can't shut down and walk away, you always got to react. That's when now you need to address what's happening to you and something in you. You got some anger management issues that you got to deal with also, because you react so quickly and you don't know how to calm down. And then somebody telling you calm down amps you up even more. Calm down. What you mean calm down? I can't do this. When it gets to that point, Mike, you need to go get some anger management. But sometimes anger management don't be the best resolution either. It makes some people more angrier, depending on who's running that operation. So sometimes you kind of got to, are we what now? So J-Rock, where we at? Where we at?
Where
we at? How many?
Are we still far away?
It said join the free chat with the ladies and others. I need to see the link. I don't see it. Oh, he's trying to put it in there, but let me go get this link, y'all. Y'all go ahead and keep talking, because it's not going to show unless we do it as, you're not going to see it.
Okay.
So give me a moment. Let me go get the Discord. I'll be right back, people.
Yeah, J-Rock, they keep calling you Swizzy, but the first time I've been called Ed Reed was by a teammate. So, and I said, I wish I could play like him instead of just looking like him.
Why I can't? Is Maggie frozen or am I frozen?
No, I think she's frozen.
It's her. It's not me. Oh, okay. Add to y'all description for the channel.
Well, it's on the channel's description already. It should be.
Okay.
No, I might be wrong, but I believe I added it, but I'll go check myself in a minute.
Okay.
It might be. Somebody let me know. Check the description and see if you see it.
Yeah. And let us know. He said if you can make it permanent. Can we make it permanent?
Yeah, I'm doing the permanent one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put it in the chat. So y'all go ahead and hit that Discord. 'Cause I think we got off too early last time, and some people was asking, how can we join the Discord? This is the after show conversation. In case you don't want to be on air, giving your piece out, and you want to vent a little bit, and you just want a group of good people. That's what the Discord is for. And especially after Throwback Thursday, we in there cutting up and playing music, drinking, having a good time.
Yeah, we'll get on video and chat video style sometime. So
So we probably do a little after show, after party, since everybody we had a lot of people in here. We really appreciate y'all. Hit on that Discord link. Go ahead and join it. We got to build that platform, because now you can chat with us, because we don't have a physical Facebook group yet. We're trying to build our audience up before we kind of get that going. We don't want to just be talking to nobody, so we're still going, people. It's kind of new for us. So if you can hit that Discord up, 20 people, I'm happy with that.
Away from 6. We 4 away from 6.
Okay, then. Subs away. I love this episode. Thank y'all, everybody that's been in here, just communicating and supporting. I mean, I'm seeing more people. Okay, you coming in October? What's going on in October? Nothing. I ain't got nothing going on. Actually, I should have some time. So let me know.
In October.
I know the last time you came in town, I think I had something going on that week. So let me know ahead of time when you coming. And because I'm going through some divorce stuff, so life wasn't so gravy.
We might
around those times.
For my birthday, I like to celebrate. I'm a people person, so.
Oh yeah, speaking of birthday,
your birthday coming up.
My birthday, I'm celebrating it June 3rd, and I'm picking a event spot. So I want some fun places with good music, good food, good drinks. Where it's a floor we can dance, but and not the whole time we standing up. I want it to be nice, a nice little lounge or something. I want to do something like that. I thought about an arcade, but I was like, not everybody want to play games and things like that. So I do want to go to a nice, sports spot where we can have whoever's, what's June 4th? Somebody's still in the, somebody's playing something. Or somebody fight. It's been a lot of fights lately, so it'll be something on that night. Yeah. But I want everybody to come out and have some fun with me. I'll pick the location. Send me some suggestions of some nice spots. I'm really looking for if it's nice weather, where we can kind of go up top on the roof somewhere.
On a rooftop thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to do something like that.
What about it's some places like in, what is it, Maggie? Like the hotel, Pont City Market.
They do got the 6 feet. Well, that's not a party place, but there's some roof. Like I follow this place called Rooftop This or something. I'm gonna find it. Okay. So I follow them on Instagram. I'm gonna find them and see what they recommend. But I really am trying to find me a nice little vibe spot. Where we could just really kick back and have a good time and meet some of our Falcons fans, Champagne Confession fans. We just come together before the big July 22nd event. So I appreciate you guys just tuning in to us tonight. Grown folks I haven't been I've been in backstage, but I haven't really been in Grown Folks. I think
Grown Folks, where is that at?
That's right there off of Old National. It's right there in the plaza.
I was over there.
You would go there?
No, I said I was over that way, and I think I saw that. I think I saw that. What is it like? What kind of vibe is it?
I mean, it's an older crowd. It's our age. It's everybody's mature. Okay. You're gonna hear some R&B, you're gonna get some old school, and that's what I'm talking about. I don't want no young crowd. I mean, even though we look like we 17, but we don't want to vibe with the 17-year-olds. We want to go in there where I can really sit back and lounge. Yeah. Oh, we got some people joining the Discord. I see you in there. Who are that? I'm gonna call you out. Okay, Mr. Leo.
Shout out.
Thank you for joining the Discord. Who else is joining? Safe travels. Yeah, we can see when y'all joining. So we appreciate you joining the Discord. We're getting ready about to take it back to the backstage of the Discord. Yeah, if y'all want to join us there. We kind of just kicked it for no, we talking round in circles now at this point. The structure went out the window, but I love you guys. We really want to make this, something major. Like me and Kai, Kiki, we want to take this and be on somebody's show. Tell everybody we need to be on internet radio. We need to be on somebody's couch talking about this in on daytime TV. That's what we turn ahead with the hand in. That's what we going with it. But on that note, let's get to these conclusions. And we'll let Mr. Mr. Anthony Lanson, excuse me.
Anthony Lanson.
Mr. Anthony Lanson, give us your, in conclusion, give us your closing, and everybody follow us on over. What's up, Mr. Blackberry? How you doing, sir? How you doing? We're trying to find us a party spot, so everybody get those lists out, because my birthday, we're going to be lit for Miss Maggie's Gemini. Just know that I take all donations. I take dinner, liquor, and everything. So have your money and ready in your hand. Go ahead and just look. I just need to show up and sit there and be like, oh, there go my plate. Seriously. No, seriously, the people, we need to start celebrating each other.
Yep.
At the end of the day, we need to come together and enjoy life. We were stuck in the house for 2 years, scared to come out. Now we all outside. And we outside, about to be outside for quite some time. So come join Miss Maggie T and celebrate her birthday. Eat. Okay? What's up, sir? Yeah, it's a mature 30 and up crowd. And that's what I like. That's what I'm looking for, people. 30 and up, mature crowd. Ain't no craziness going on. Yeah. So, Mike, go ahead. Let us know. Close it out, sir. If you're still there.
Michael.
I think he disappeared.
I am.
Dramatic pause, huh?
Oh, it's very dramatic now.
We're intrigued. What you got to say, Mike?
No, yeah. Oh my God.
So you ain't outside. Where you at?
Hold on. I hear. Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
You having some issues over there? Yeah, I think you have some technical difficulties.
What the hell?
Mike, you lied.
I don't know what the hell is going on.
Dirt cuddle. Maybe come back in.
Oh my God.
Try to come on back in. And thank you. Thank you for the birthday. I guess we're just gonna celebrate my birthday here. Mike having some issues. So we outside. Where y'all at? You inside. And Mr. Big, I still got some headphones of yours. We need to coordinate something for that. Because my children are looking at them headphones like, ooh, Beats. I'm like, no, these don't belong to you. Leave them alone.
Yeah, I need something. Why? I need one.
Happy birthday. Thank you. I love it. It's Gemini season, baby. Y'all just, you're going to hear that all year, all the whole time. So it's going to be a Gemini pose every day. Just letting y'all know.
Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
I seriously need some headphones.
Okay. You want the buds or you want the actual over your ears type?
Which one you got?
I got the ones you go in your ear that I pretty much lose every other day, but I find them.
That's the voices.
Yeah, you get the they put in your ear. The beats. Lord, I got the beats.
I want those.
It's Kai's fault. It's
Kai's fault.
Yeah, it's Kai's fault. I'm sorry.
They said hit him up. Oh yeah, that Mr. Apple, Mr. Appleman. Definitely hit him up. He'll get
Okay.
you some. Yes, he worked for Apple. He'll get you a whole hookup.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. He's taking a walk. Hey, Mike, I see you talking, but nothing's coming out of your mouth. All right, you ready, Mike? You know, we don't have the dramatic.
I'm ready. All right.
Go ahead.
See, I would call him Blackberry, but since he's been a butt wipe, his name is Darren today. Okay, so Darren, hush. All right.
Darren Tillman.
Yeah.
Blackberry.
Hey, no, seriously. This is my quote unquote parting shot. I think it's very important for people to defend themselves. I'm just not in favor of constantly getting picked on. I'm not in favor of constantly having, try to prove, not even just prove yourself. It's like, you have to you must be the nice guy. You have to always constantly, it's like, somebody say something, to you, or say something about you, or try to, just try to take you down and things like that. It's okay. Okay. It's okay for you to respond back accordingly. Um, I especially in this day and age where it's people are just so aggressive. I think this is the thing where I think it's perfectly okay to say this because we're in a social media age where
Mm-hmm.
if you don't defend yourself, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. And then your kids think it's okay for you to sit there and get bullied and talked about and have people run you down and call you all type of names. It's just like it's just not a good look. And I really thought about this is because like, as a person of a business owner, and a person that, and Maggie know that I've tried everything possible to try to be the nice guy and not, just let things go. It just it doesn't pay to not speak up for yourself. The more that you just let people say whatever they want
Mm-hmm.
about you and do and treat you, say things about you, and you just sit there and be nice and be quiet. People feel, especially today, people feel like, all right, it's okay for them to do it. And like I said, it's especially with social media, man. If you don't defend yourself, more people are gonna come. You're gonna have this person come. They gonna think it's okay. So it's okay to defend yourself. All right, it's okay to defend yourself, and that's
Absolutely.
my part shot.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's what we got from Derrick Jaxn's wife. People just dragged her down,
Mm-hmm.
and she finally was like, "You know what? I've had it. I'm ready to
Mm-hmm.
speak. I'm
Mm-hmm.
ready to stick up for my own self in this." So you're absolutely right. You have every right to defend yourself. Um, it takes a maturity to be able to do so, though, and then move past it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be people that's going to try you and push you and push you. Then you're going to really make them feel stupid at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Because not only did you make them look crazy, they're going to back down like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But it's like you deserve that.
Yeah.
Now, I forgive you, though. I'm feeling better now.
That's for you.
That part,
Yeah.
man.
That
part.
Hey, Miss Lady Jasmine Love, how are you? How are you? And ATL Leo, yes, you are in the Discord. We're getting ready to go back there and do our after show.
Well, I won't be back there tonight, guys.
I know you're tired.
Yeah, and we gotta get ready to travel in the morning. So yeah, I gotta get some rest and finish up.
We will. I'm glad to see you, Miss Lady. We don't see too many ladies in the chat, so we love it.
Hey,
Hello,
Jasmine.
hit subscribe and everything. We're gonna shout the women out, and she's gonna get all the extra shine because she's in here.
Over
So
y'all.
here you go,
Over y'all.
Smooches. Bring some of your friends over.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we need more ladies in the chat though. It's really nice to have some female things going on here, because there's too many hard legs around in these parts,
Exactly.
and we see it
Yeah,
good.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
but no, seriously, I love it though, because a lot of men don't, you know, they're not open about their feelings, and we create this platform for anybody and everybody that really just want to have it. Like he said, this episode was
Thanks,
for him,
J-Rock.
ATL Leo. He said this show is for him. If we can, if anything, we can touch one person and move them, we've done our job.
That's a lot. That's everything.
That's everything. So on that note, the problem is that passive society, you were shunned for defending yourself boldly.
Very much so.
J-Rock invited you. Go ahead then. You need to come on back. We're here every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you are anybody's welcome to join us. Just hit us up. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead, Miss Kai. How can they find you? Let me put up your information.
How can they find our?
Yes, well, us now, because officially, yes, we're partnering. So how can we find our organization?
Well, as you guys see down below, you can follow us on both Instagram and Twitter at My Mental Space 21, and Facebook and our YouTube channel as well at My Mental Space Incorporated. There you are. And of course, Cash App, $ My Mental Space. Anything donated is being used towards any funding we need to go towards our building, supplies that we may need for our newly nonprofit. And of course, it will be much, much appreciated. And we will highlight you, as a donor to our organization to show our appreciation. So thank you so much in advance for that. And I do want to go ahead and add, guys, if you are someone who has not let go of your past, I can't stress enough that if you truly, truly want to move forward, you have to let the past go. Say thank you. You won't forget it, because it has brought you to the place, and to be in the position where you are, which is you're ready to move on. You have accepted the truth. You have forgiven yourself, and it's time to just let go. Okay. And look forward to brighter things. If you are someone who just won't allow people to move from their past, if you see that person trying to grow, be more supportive. That helps you too. I know it helps me. Be more supportive of that person trying to move on, move forward. Just extend any kind of help when you can, if you can, and let that person move on and flourish. Don't block your blessings, guys. We say misery loves company, but we're not saying that to push that it's okay. Yes, it's a fact, but you're blocking your own blessings. I'm sorry to happen to you. You're blocking your blessings.
And that's why I'm gonna go into it, to close it out, people. That's why my mental space is important. And I'm gonna tell you, for the new ones that's in the chat that don't know who we are. Well, we have a certified life coach, and I am on the way to become a certified life coach, but I am open. Kai is open to private conversations with you. Yesterday was a therapy session for you, but if you seriously need to talk to somebody unbiased, and this is something I had posted about the last week or so, I revamped one of my old platforms because I was doing this solo, where I'm in the middle of 3 in the morning. I even had to have Mike come in, like, Mike, can you help me answer some of these inboxes, because people needed my help. And I would talk to people and help them get through some things. And you know how many thank yous I got from that I saved their life? So some people in our chat are going through some things still. So please do not hesitate to hit one of us up. My Mental Space Incorporated, Champagne Confessions. You can find me at Maggie T Productions at Gmail. Maggie T all over the place. Find me. You can't Google me. I'm Googleable now, yeah. I can be Googled. Miss Maggie T is you can find me anywhere. Don't say I can't locate you. But seriously, this is confidential conversations. What we talk about is between me and you don't understand how many conversations and relationships I've developed with our viewers, gearing from Atlanta Falcons Nation Mad Mike Sports. That was like, Maggie, I just felt your energy today. I needed to talk to you. I know people that are getting beat. I know people that are hiding. I know people that they will still tune in and watch us. So these messages, we know we laugh and joke and we cry, but our door is open. If you need both of us to be there, we can definitely be there together and talk to you. You know, we're definitely trying to involve in some group talks and counseling and things like that too. So if you're afraid of the individual thing, but you think you need the peer reaction from other people like you, we can also build that too. So seriously, your donations is going to something worthwhile, because it's so much that we want to do.
Right. And even the group is confidential. Of course, things are put into place to protect everyone and to help everyone gain that trust, but it will actually is more closed, after that, because you don't want, the doors just coming in and in and in and out, because you know how people are at that point. You shut down, because now it's like there's too many, so we understand that too.
Oh yeah, I do partake in my healing too, Floyd. Just letting you know. That's how I stay sane there, So on that note, people, we appreciate you once again. Thank you for being here. Hit that subscribe button. Please share this out. If you're liking the content, let us know, and give us some ideas too. We're always open to new ideas. What you want us to talk about? But since we ain't quite get the 600, we're going to give it a day.
We can do it in a day.
By the week. And we can do it by this weekend, Memorial Day weekend.
Even though we're not live,
we'll do a throwback. We'll do a throwback party next week. That's what we're gonna do, since it's the holiday time. Let's do some throwback fun on a Thursday night. Okay, people. On that note,
all right, guys. Love y'all. Peace, love, and light.
We out. Hit us in the Discord. Good night if you're not.